A truth and two lies. Here we go. Round one.
Oh boy.
Go ahead. Okay. Did Steve star in his high school production of A Streetcar Named Desire? Did Steve, because of his cat Floor, does he work with a local animal casting agency?
Ooh.
Or was Steve an avid oil painter? Which one, Danica? Which one's true? One of these is true.
Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna go with Streetcar.
Whoa. Marlon Brando. That's wrong. Sorry, Danica.
Sorry, Danica.
No, that's a really good guess.
Oh, avid,
Yeah.
you say?
Crazy, right?
Dude, oil's so hard to work with. Congrats, man. That's woof.
I was very young. Well, not very young, but maybe from age like 10 to 22, maybe.
Wow.
It's pretty, yeah. And I think the only person, honestly, in my current friend or anybody that knows me right now in my current time of life that knows that might be Tango. Like, Tango came to my parents' house one day and was like, "What are all these oil paintings in the basement?" I was like, "Oh, by the way, you know." And then my dad started oil painting. He became really, really good. Except for one day, he's like, "Hey, look at this painting." It was a beautiful painting. It had like a barn, the whole thing, farm scene. We had this chicken with like 4 legs. I'm like, "Dad, what's up with that chicken?" He's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "It's got 4 freaking legs." He was like, "Oh man, what do I?" He gave me the chicken 4 legs.
Genetically mutated chicken.
But anyway, yeah, that's true.
Wow.
I would love to see those.
Oil
Yeah,
painting.
that's so cool.
Oh, I'm sure I can send you pictures.
Please do.
But yeah, it was oil painting. I went lessons, the whole thing. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the next one. One of these is true, 2 are lies. Did Steve go to the Gemological Institute of America to study diamonds? Does Steve know every word of the song Rap God by Eminem? Or did he once lose a lookalike contest of himself? Which one's real, Danica?
I really hope it's number 3 because that's so funny.
Is that your guess, Danica?
My guess is 3.
Okay. Steve?
That's not true. That's not true. I went to the Gemological Institute of America in New York. Yeah, to study diamonds. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
You've done everything, man.
Well, when you hit your 40s, there's a lot more time for things to happen. You know, when you're still young, it's like, but once you hit you're like, oh yeah. But no, my father, there's a chain of jewelry stores out here called Hanush Jewelers. Awesome family-owned business. Got hundreds of stores, and my dad actually franchised a few of them and took me along with him when I was young. Yeah, probably like 17. No, that's a straight lie. I was probably like 18. Yeah, and became a jeweler, a goldsmith. I went to the Gemological Institute of America, learned how to grade diamonds. So I'm a GIA certified diamond grader. I can appraise diamonds. Yeah, all that stuff. It's awesome.
That's insane. That is so cool.
I actually miss diamonds. They're really, really cool. I've helped people get diamonds, like my buddy Dalen on the
From Ghost Brothers?
Yeah. He just got hitched, and he was like picking my brain for a while. But he had Juwan, and Juwan actually knows probably as much about diamonds as I do. So he was already, yeah, he's really sharp about it. Like Dalen was like, "Hey man, Steve knows about diamonds too." And Joanne was like, "Oh yeah, what do you know about the 4 C's?" And we had like a bit of a diamond off for for a good minute.
Clarity, cut, color. Wait, what is it?
Clarity, cut, color, and
consistency. Corniness. I don't know. What is it? Carrot? No. What is it?
Carrot, of course.
Oh, carrot! Yay! You got it, Danica. Points for you. All right.
Does that make up for the fact that I got one wrong?
Totally. All right. Here's the next one. So one of these is real. Did Steve win
so far?
Did Steve win a Boston pie eating contest? Is Steve fluent in 4 languages? Or did he almost teach CCD, which is the Confraternity of Christian Doctrine? Confraternity of Christian Doctrine. Sorry, I can't read. Which one, Danica?
I think I'm going to go number 3.
Steve?
That's true.
I got one.
Danica. Holy cow.
Ha! Ha! I got one.
Whoa.
I have a vague recollection of this somewhere in my memory bank. Somehow we've mentioned this before, or some vague aspect of this. So
Really?
bing bong.
All right. Yeah. That is true. Yeah. I did go to, CCD and all of that stuff. And I was still, metal dude. I'd wear my, Cannibal Corpse and Slayer shirts and all that stuff. And out of kindness and respect for others, sometimes I would maybe, put my jacket, but to be honest, they didn't really care. They weren't very much like, what are you doing? They understood that, it's just art and music and that sort of thing. And that just because you love metal doesn't mean you also love Satan. Maybe you do too, but who knows? But yeah, I made my way through all of that and started getting groomed to teach, to take it over, to not take it, but to teach. And I started, getting into the literature side in terms of that. But then when I was like 18, just sort of didn't happen, didn't go that route, But yeah, I almost was a CCD teacher.
Man, that's awesome. You were so cool.
You really have done everything. It's
I don't think it would have been my, it probably wouldn't have been my career, but it would have been a fun little way to, teach some nice values,
Absolutely.
With religion, it is a little silly, but in just about all religions, when you boil them down, no matter what they are, to the, the essence, it always is treat others as you would like to be treated, right?
That's all humanism.
Yeah, except for maybe the satanic religion. They're a little more, them first. But in their thought, them first because I can't help you if I'm in ill shape. That's sort of their thought process. Like, so they put themselves before others, but in their bit, and I don't mean to disrespect any Satanists, but in their sort of religious minds, it's a good thing. It's I can't come pull you out of that ditch if I have a broken leg. You know what I mean? So they sort of look at it that way. But besides that, just about every religion is, treat other people how you would like to be treated, and if you are, you have a home in our afterlife. And some people aren't religious at all. That's cool too.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, here's the next one. All right, one of these is true, Danica. Did he work a summer as a haunted house attendant and a theme park? Did Steve, is he a former special effects makeup artist? Or is his favorite guilty pleasure TV show Boston Legal? Which one, Danica?
Ooh, I'm going to go with number 1, theme park.
That's not right.
No!
That's not correct. Yes.
Oh my God. Literally every single thing. I should just go with. So Steve has had it literally every job you can name, because that's how this is going.
That's a little misleading. I feel like to call yourself a makeup artist, you maybe have had to have actually, but what I did do is read all, Dick Smith, Tom Savini books, watch all the, all the Burton Industries video, and really soaked in everything. And I would do it, at 15, 16, I was making life casts and zombie teeth. And I started a little company called Gore and More Productions. And I'd make like fangs for people all over not really all over the country, but I'd make fangs for people all over New England.
I want fangs.
I was probably like 20, 21 years old. I was making fangs for everybody. And zombie teeth was a big one. I learned all that from Tom Savini's, one of his Grand Illusions books. Yeah. But yeah, so that was maybe age 12 to 20, and then it's not like I ever, made anybody up. Well, actually I did. Me and my buddies, we made a movie called The Pumpkin Fairy, and I did the effects for that. Yeah. But I wouldn't consider that anything real. I would never repeat that to anybody, because I feel like saying that is a complete and total disrespect to anybody who would ever consider themselves a makeup artist. Yeah.
Okay.
But I did enjoy it and did do it for quite some time. Yeah.
Man, Pumpkin Fairy.
Fun.
All right, here's the final one, Danica. Your last chance. One of these is true.
No.
Did Steve have a position specifically created for him at Pizza Hut? Was his first car a hearse? Or can he beat Super Mario Brothers on one life?
Oh my. Well, now I believe that Steve can do everything. So I'm going to go with number 3 on that one.
Anyone can, I think, with like the Game Genie or something, right? I think there's a way to get like.
Maybe.
If you cheat.
That's wrong. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Danica.
Sorry. It was Pizza Hut. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
So what was this position?
Well, it was a very strange circus. I was working at Pizza Hut. I started as a delivery driver, and it was actually, honestly, one of the best jobs that I ever had. You know, I learned so much. I had the manager when I started working there was this gentleman named Gus Cardona, the coolest guy ever. He should have fired me 10 times over, but for whatever reason, he really liked me. We got along really, really well, and I was a great delivery driver. Like I was, you know, doing my thing, and they would all of a sudden be like, "What are you doing in the kitchen, man?" And I'd be like, "Well, these pizzas are backed up like crazy. What do you mean? Why are the drivers sitting around? Like, what do you mean?" And they're like, "Oh, do you want to learn how to?" So I'd learned how to cook. I did, and all of a sudden, I was a driver that was doing everything, right? And so I was going to leave, and because I wanted to go into management, and they're like, "There's no positions open." So they created a position called delivery leader. Yeah. And they're like, so I became the delivery leader of all the delivery drivers. And even though I couldn't, but on paper, I was the boss and in charge of every delivery driver in the whole Pizza Hut corporation. And they gave me like my own little article in the, like the company business letter that went to all the stores. So I'd be like this, and I'd put like little driver tips, delivery driver tips and stuff and things to do. Yeah. So yeah, that's my Pizza Hut story.
That's
it's pretty
cool.
awesome. And then my dad, brought me into jewelry with him. But yeah, I worked at Pizza Hut for a while, and I even did something sneaky for him once. I went to work. I got hired at a Little Caesars for like a week, just so I could see what they were up to. What was how they made it. It's pretty cool. I worked there for like a week, and then I went back to the one where I live. For any Western Masters out there, Chicopee, Massachusetts, Memorial Drive. I went back there, and I was like, "So here's what they do."
Sneaky Steve. Oh my God.
Like, isn't there some kind of non-compete thing that they've got to sign?
I'm sure if like Pizza Hut corporate knew that was happening, but I remember my local manager was like, "What are they doing? Like, we got to figure this out." Like, they were like, at the time, those delivery times were everything. If you didn't get your pizza in 30 minutes, it was free, and that was true. Like, people would be like pissed if you didn't get, so we had to figure out what they were up to, how they were, yeah.
Corporate espionage, as Nick is saying. I love it. That was really cool. You are officially like the coolest human. So that's awesome.
Knew that, but...
Yeah. Steve, we don't want to keep you too much longer. Do you have another minute for a quick rapid fire game of Would You Rather?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's rapid fire through these. So Danica, you want to take it away? Rapid fire. Would you rather?
All right. Would you rather be stranded at the Bates Motel or be stranded on Doll Island?
Doll Island.
Doll Island. Okay. All right. Here's the next one. Would you rather encounter the Mothman or encounter the Jersey Devil?
Mothman.
Mothman. Okay. All right.
Would you rather?
It's really rapid fire.
Would you rather see Nightmare Before Christmas on Broadway or Frankenweenie on Broadway?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, correct. All right. Would you
correct?
Would you rather go back and see the Sex Pistols play in Manchester in 1976, or go back and see the Velvet Underground at the Factory?
Oh my gosh! Wow. I would, the Sex Pistols. Yes, that's where I would go back to see this. Just to see that movement starting. And there is the debate: did they start it? Did Ramones start it? Did it even go further back than that? There's a whole, MC. There's a whole big to do. But if you could go and check out, when that was happening and taking over in England, and that whole real, I don't give an F, and that didn't exist before then. That'd be cool to see.
Apparently that show in Manchester in 76 is supposedly like the show that everybody claims they were at. And it was like, there were
I was
less than
there.
100 people there.
I was there.
Danica, yeah, you guys were there, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that
Of
vividly.
course. Yeah. All right, last one.
Was this me? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather see an episode of Ghost Nation portrayed by the Muppets or see an episode of Ghost Nation portrayed by Haunted Mansion ghosts?
Number one, this could be the most unfair question I've ever had posed to me in my entire life. That I don't know, because the Muppets would be so awesome, and they, you know about what's coming. The Muppets at the Haunted Mansion, they have a special area.
Yeah.
I would have to say though, because my heart is, well, I can't even say my heart is Disney, because the Muppets, they are, you know, they're one and the same now. But I'd have to say Hitchhiking Ghosts. Yeah. That'd be so cool. Yeah, that'd be, yeah.
Which one are you?
Oh God.
Which one plays you?
Oh.
The troll guy? I like him.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like the troll.
Steve probably knows all their names.
Yeah. You know, I know one of them is I actually forgot, but on Ghost Nation, our project manager, he's so super cool. He actually,
Sweetheart.
our walkie-talkies all had names written on them, right? He's a Disney maniac just like us, and each one of our walkie-talkies, our name was a Hitchhiking Ghost. I think Ebenezer is one of them. No, I can't believe I'm spacing on that.
It happens. We put you on the spot.
Ezra's one of them. Ezra.
Wow.
I know Ezra is one of them.
Okay. One more than I know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.